This is Lord Thadeus Gray. It's difficult for me to do this because I'm kind of in a slight manic episode. I tend to talk fast. I noticed on Sean's show that someone said that, so I have to kind of slow down a little bit. So bear with me if I'm hard to understand. I'm stable, so don't worry, I'll be taking good care of myself on that end. But I'm going to get to the point. This one's going to be a review. What's this review going to be about? It's going to be a good one. One that I've had in the back of my head for a while. Just hadn't really been able to come up with just the timing. Now is the perfect time, I guess. This review is going to be about an anime and a manga. Of course, the manga came first, called Berserk. The gentleman that created this very epic story has passed away, so I don't know if it'll ever really be finished. And that kind of sucks. The dude that passed, he seemed like a very interesting fellow, and definitely knew his stuff. He was brilliant. Brilliant. He will be missed. Just like Betty White, let me tell you, when I heard that the other day, that freaking sucked. Well, I'm getting off track. What is Berserk? It is an anime or manga that takes place in a medieval time. It involves very heavy conflict, with kingdoms trying to basically overtake the other. There's literally an event going on, or that have been going on, and they're the beginning called the 100-Year War. It was a mess. A lot of people have died on all sides. And of course, in this comes a mercenary group, known as the Band of the Hawk. These guys are very good at what they do. And this entire military group is kind of focused around two people. One is the main protagonist of this very epic story, and he is known as Guts. The man is a very tragic figure, make no mistake. Very capable, let me tell you. He carries a freaking claymore about the size of, how big as him. He's huge himself. He's very powerful. Insanely so. Even when he was a boy, he was ungodly strong. So anyway, this man has been through so much, and he keeps fighting, and he keeps fighting, and he keeps fighting. He does not stop. That's one thing which really makes me admire this character. The other one, at first he's kind of a protagonist, but he becomes the antagonist really quick. He's a man who is known as Griffith. This fellow, I would normally say, yeah, he's an evil douchebag that deserves whatever he gets. At the same time, there's some good in him. It may not be really visible, but there is. The thing is, he himself is so damaged and tormented that, yeah, it makes him make some very bad mistakes in the end. Bad. Maybe in his eyes, he was making the best choice of his life. This dude always wanted to be admired and loved. You know, he definitely comes with a package. You know, he's very attractive, very charismatic, you know, that kind of thing. But anyway, there are these beings called apostles. These are beings that have sold out for their souls to a very dark force called the God Hand. And these guys are ruthless and basically evil incarnate. Literally connected to a void, hell-like dimension. These beings can become creatures, horrifying freaks. You know, I mean, I'm just saying, you know, you think the Wendigo and the werewolf and all that stuff are scary. You ain't seen an apostle, have you yet, Slick? I guarantee you. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. These things are horrifying. Anyway, the story goes on into how Guts is betrayed. The woman he loves is, I'm not going there, because, you know, sensitivity purposes for the channel. But she's hurt in many ways. And it fries her mind. I'm just saying, I mean, it's dark and it's bleak. Of course, the first arc kind of circles around how he, you know, Guts and this woman he is involved with, Casca, I think her name is, and Griffith all interact in this mercenary group called the Band of the Hawk. But after that, you know, after Guts' betrayal and Griffith selling out his entire group and becoming an apostle himself, member of the God Hand, actually, which is scary as hell. Moving on from that. So I'm just saying, it's very interesting and very dark, but the character explorations are nothing short of genius. I mean, I'm just saying, it's very in-depth. It has very deep psychological It's not just violence and gore, gore for gore's sake. There's a lot of psychological stuff, there's some humor in it, not much, but there is some, usually dark gallows kind of humor, which I love, but that's me. I just kind of wanted to put that out there. If you get a chance to check this anime or manga, if you read, out, for God's sake, do so. It's probably the best I've seen. I just wanted to put that out there. This is kind of a, it was actually someone that put it up in the comments. They wanted to, I think they kind of mentioned it, or something like that, I'm not sure. It may have even been my own mind that kind of was like, hey, the name of Berserk, was from the video I did before. Why not put this out there? So I decided to. Kind of a combination of like everything, So I just wanted to put that out there. I think you guys will definitely enjoy this. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know what I'm talking about. But if not, check it out. I would recommend it. Truly. I cannot recommend this one enough. You guys know what I do. I'm the producer for the Dark Waters family. If you've had any kind of sighting, experience, supernatural or cryptid, hit me up. My email is wesvic@dogmancams.com. You guys be blessed and you be safe.